video explain about how to load the data from Snow Optimizer for SAP. For that, double click on the Snow Optimizer from SAP. Then you can go to the administration option where you select data, and under the ABAP system, we have two options. One is load data from ABAP system and job swams, using job swam loading the data. These two functionality does the same thing, but one is go in a sequential order while the other one do the multitasking. If you have more systems at a time, it triggers the data load for all the satellite systems. When to do that, double click on start the job swams, select the system you wanted to load the data, double click on it, and you select the options what data you wanted to load. When you do the first time, you will have to select all the options. The data is classified as two parts. One is non-periodic and periodic. Non-periodic data are your system information, roles and authorization, transaction, and HR details, business function, whatever you see here. This information get appended every time when you load the data. But the periodic data is, as in when you load it, it brings a new information into the system and it remains same. It does not append, but it creates another section with the data. So once you fill all this information, you need to trigger the data load. You have two options of loading the data. One is front end, another one is in the back end. So the heavy, if the system data is big, we always recommend to have this triggered using a background job, which where more work process get involved and long running job will be administrated through that. Wherein you can also, if it is a small system, you can click on execute so that it works on a dialog mode and get into completion. Now here, click on execute in background. We can click on OK. So we select as immediate, check, save. As you see that the background job is scheduled. Now, when you go back, you have an option for monitor and protocol where you see that the latest job is triggered. Using this option, you would get to see that total number of system data load is triggered, how many are successful, how many is running, how many is with error. All this information will be seen here. You can also select this line and click on the details. This shows that which system data load is running and what is the status. So you can also, one more option, you get to see that what are the data and the count, all this information is getting loaded, can be seen that this shows that the data is fetched from the satellite system and brought into Snow Optimizer for SAP. So when you go back, we could see the status is successful. We triggered one data load job and the data is loaded. It shows that successful. And you can see that under the data administration for a ABAP system, you can see that P4C with latest date, which shows the latest day information data is loaded.